Hey everybody, I'm Bob.
I'm Charlie.
I'm Beth.
And this is a special edition
Yes. So,
bottle review.
yes, we're doing a bottle review of the latest Buffalo Trace product called the Traveler, which is a Chris Stapleton and a Harvin Reetley, whatever his name is, the distiller over at Buffalo Trace. They collaborated together. They went through 50 different barrels.
Yep.
To try the whiskey, which is a whiskey, a blended.
Not a bourbon.
Yes.
Not a bourbon. Yes.
Whiskey.
Correct.
And then they came up with different variations, but those two chose number 40, barrel number 40, or sample number 40, however they did it. And that's what they bottled. So it's a 90 proofer. Well, it should be hitting your guys' store shelves here soon. But before
This Saturday, right here.
Yeah, this weekend, especially in the Ohio stores.
Right.
But we're here to tell you whether or not to buy it, try it, or don't even worry about it.
Gotcha.
Buy it, try it, or buy it. Like bypass it.
Oh, dear Lord. All right. God bless, man. This should have been the first one.
We would try that.
Yeah, we did try that.
Fair.
All right. And for the nose.
Week.
Yeah. It is weak. It almost tries to be a bourbon, but then again, it's a whiskey. We know that.
Yeah. Little sweet, little cinnamon.
I heard there's Canadian whiskey in this. Do you have any experience with Canadian whiskey, Bob?
I mean Seagram's and Crown's Canadian, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, is it?
Crown is Canadian. Yep.
Yeah. I mean, but other than those two, maybe one or two others.
Like
But
Crown Royal?
I believe Crown is Canadian. I could be wrong.
Oh, I've had the apple.
There
And
we go.
Oh.
Producer. Oh, it is Canadian. Okay, I thought so.
I have the caramel and the apple one. I'm sure that's not your traditional Crown Canadian whiskey. But anyhow. All right, the nose is, I would say it's meh.
It's flat. It's flat.
I don't think it's horrible. It's a whiskey.
No, but
Well, and Bob
okay.
is a whiskey person.
yeah, so he
A
may
little more
have
experience.
yeah.
He's going to have a little more.
But coming from bourbon,
It's flat.
it's like watered down.
Yeah.
So's taste.
I really like the taste. It has a sourness about it, but it's not too sour or too harsh.
So if you go into this thinking it's a whiskey rather than a bourbon, knowing that where it came from, that's the differentiator, right?
Right.
The what?
You gotta go in it differently. You can't go in it like, oh, I gotta try this new bourbon. Because I think as a bourbon taster, you're gonna be disappointed.
No, I agree.
Maybe as a whiskey taster, which I am not, and Bob could shed more onto that. Maybe they would have a better experience off of that. Would that be correct?
No, I think so. I think this taste, and I tend to buy some cheaper stuff just if I'm in the mood for whiskey. But like this is a little higher than the cheap stuff that I buy.
What's a premium? I'm just curious.
Now, I've not drank any real high end whiskeys. Maybe more scotches back in the day. But,
okay.
But like for this, I probably pay 30 to 35 for it.
That's 40.
Okay.
So would you buy it on the market? Which, by the way, as far as score wise, I'm going to tell you right now, it's going to be in the high 60s. I can tell you that already just by looking at I scored 7, 6.5, 6.5.
I think what's going to sell this whiskey, honestly, is the name.
Yeah.
Chris Stapleton.
Yeah.
People they're gonna want to try it. They're gonna want to buy it because of him.
I just don't know if it's strong enough to go into a mixer. That's my only issue. Like, I don't think you're going to.
I think if you were doing something simple, just like
Sprite,
a whiskey and Sprite or whiskey and Coke or something, I think it would do just fine.
sure.
Which is what I do with Seagram's a lot of times.
I get it.
Or mix it. Yeah.
It's not a high scoring. It's not. But
Did you even score it?
Not this time. I did.
Would you agree it's in the 60s though?
I think when I tasted it the first time,
Okay.
it was a 71.
Okay.
It was low.
And Scott, what'd you get, Bob?
No, I'm right there. I'm like
71.
70, 73.
So we're in the high 70s. Oh, I'm sorry, high 60s, low 70s for anybody who's wondering. Is it a buy? I would say no on a $40 bottle. $25 bottle, sure. Mixer, probably not. I guess that's the best way I can put it.
I wouldn't come home and pour it by itself.
Where else would you go?
I'm just saying I certainly wouldn't ask for it at a local bar, but I'm saying I'm not gonna have it at home and just
No,
like that's not what I'm gonna want when I come home.
I'm kind of disappointed. Well, then again, celebrity whiskeys tend not to do well anyways, right?
And that's a big thing. We don't know what Chris Stapleton's. We don't know what he is as a whiskey drinker, as a bourbon drinker.
I just wonder about the 49 out of barrels.
He likes Tennessee whiskey, though,
Right. Well, you think, but based on his song choices, song titles.
Yes.
Oh,
Now, I'm surprised Jack Daniels didn't do a damn collaboration with him.
yeah, that would make
That'd make more sense.
It would, yeah.
So, whatever. Other celebrity whiskeys I would buy over this would be Blackened,
Yeah.
which is the Metallica one,
And 3-quart.
and Three Chords, which
I
is
think-
Pat Benatar's husband.
Right. And her and her husband, yeah.
Yeah.
They're divorced now, right? Though I think.
Really?
Yeah.
I was not aware of
Yeah,
that.
I think they got divorced. He was the drummer, right?
No, he was a guitarist.
I think they're divorced.
I think you're wrong, but we'll
Okay.
fact checker.
But anyways, I would say Three Chords and Blackened are better than this one.
Yeah, and I think I mentioned earlier that I'd like to try Heaven's Door.
Heaven's Door, I think Heaven's Door from memory is better than this as well.
Okay.
Now, that's not horrible. Don't get me wrong.
Right.
We've had some horrible bourbons before.
It's not awful. I mean, I would.
But I don't know. I guess I was hoping for something better.
Hey, but you're pretty hyped about Coy Hill.
But I'm gonna say that
Talking about celebrity stuff.
comparing-
Hill,
Not Coy Hill. Sweetness Cove.
Yeah, I bought. Now this is better than Sweet Cove. I will say that, and that was a $200 bottle.
yeah.
Okay.
But I'm comparing
Yeah, but
whiskey and bourbon,
Yeah, and that's true,
and I gotta stop doing that.
and that's why I like Bob's perspective on this buddy.
Yeah, Bob's our whiskey
Yeah.
expert.
Well,
I just drink a lot of different stuff.
all right. Well, that's our review on Traveler's Whiskey. It's mad.
It
It's a
is.
70. It's a C. It's
Yeah, it's a 74
it's
for me.
about a $25 to $30 bottle range. Honestly, it's 40 on the market. I'm not sure that I'd rush out and go get it for those who are thinking about it.
No.
Try to find a friend maybe to get it off of and get your own thoughts on that. But I'm not sure I'd go out and get it myself.
Yeah. Fair assessment. Fair assessment.
All right. Until next time, I'm Charlie.
I'm Bob.
I'm Beth.
All right. We'll see you.
Thank you all.
Bye.